I saw Trump rising up, and then I saw an attempt on his life. This bullet flew by his ear, and it came so close to his head that it busted his eardrum.
And then another moving piece came into play when I rewatched this particular prophecy that is talking about a great plague that might come to 350 million people in the world.
And I saw a meeting. Now, I'm going to have to be very careful how I deliver this because of the things that I saw. I'm going to deliver this, but I want you all to read in between the lines as much as possible. I was taken up in the spirit and I saw a meeting, and they were contemplating the next virus. They were in a room, and I could see these heads of these leaders. They were negotiating, and the obesity epidemic across the world has reached heights beyond anybody's comprehension on purpose. Remember whenever I told you all I saw the 350 million people perish? 350 million would go home. Well, okay. Oh, God, help me here. I saw a laboratory. I saw AI. AI, computer technology and AI was creating a super virus. They were using the AI to create something more dangerous in the end times than what was. I could see DNA strands running like computer code in like these lines. And they were taking the lines from high blood pressure medicine, diabetes medicine, and they were splicing it into this virus, spanning off of obesity. It was being perfected. Skinny people who were not overweight, that took care of themselves, ate right, maintained a good BMI, were safe. They had immunities inside of them somehow to be able to sustain their body to not perish. But people who were on, and this is what I'm saying, no fear, diabetic medicine, high blood pressure medicine, high cholesterol medicines, things like that, were targets.
This sort of tied into a suspicion that we had, and we've been having for quite some time now. So if you understand, if you comprehend what is part of the plan that these psychopaths are unleashing or wanting to unleash, part of it is what we're living through is a depop, right? So reducing the number of people. And then you ask yourself, how do you go about this, right? How would they go about it, and who would they target? And then we just started thinking about who's more vulnerable than others, who has less of a defense mechanism. And then a few groups that are already predisposed came to mind. And of course, also, unfortunately, when there is a severe obesity, that usually means there's less resistance and less of immunity and less of the body has less power to fight off certain things. So this resonated on a pretty deep level. So I can't say, hey, this is the truth, but I wanted to share with you, and I told you I was going to. At the end of this clip, he talked about the pale-faced rider, the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. And where did we just recently see this, right? Remember, we just recently saw this at the opening ceremony of the Olympics, which we know from previous opening ceremonies of Olympics that they do predictive programming. So they show, right? We've seen the hospital beds, we've seen the syringes and that in previous opening ceremonies. So this one has a lot of symbolism in it again, but the pale-faced rider was there. When we carry extensive weight with us, so and that isn't just about weight, it can be in other form too, but a lot of times when we carry extensive weight with us, it points to the fact that there is emotional trauma, pain from the past that is unhealed. So what I have seen a lot of times is when people actually go into the emotional healing, into the spiritual healing of their past traumas, that when they go through that healing, that the healing of the body and the journey to a healthier health experience and body experience is much, much easier.